and drug problem, and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleburne, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family-owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
It's a girl thing. Try to understand. It's not a me thing. No different than my friends. I get what I want, and I want it back. And it's a girl thing. Ooh, it's a girl thing.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing today, Paris?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So this is Beyond the Crown.
Yes, it is. Hi. For everyone listening, I am Paris Dupre, Miss Joshua, and I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. I know. So I'm so excited you guys have the show. I'm Diana Roberts, by the way. I am the local Burleson Joshua director.
And she's amazing at it.
Oh, I do my best. I do my best.
Yeah.
So
No, you're off.
I see you're wearing the Miss Texas. I got one of those too. I loved it.
I love them. The Miss Texas sweatshirt shirt, it is the comfiest thing ever. And I get to rep. I walk around wearing it though, and people are like, "Oh, you're Miss Texas," and I'm like, "I wish, no, that's what I'm competing for." But yeah, because it says Miss Texas right here in big bold letters, just right across the sweatshirt. So repping the organization.
Yes, and it's a great organization.
It really is.
And your sister.
Actually, sorry, what? My little sister, Alexis?
Yes, Alexis. She is going to be your little Lone Star Princess.
Yes, she is. I'm so excited. And each Miss and Teen have an option of having Lone Star Princesses that will come on stage with them after they do their evening wear. And it's really cute. They'll come take a little picture with us. And then also the Lone Star Princesses will be with us all week. They'll be seeing what goes on in the organization, and they'll get to perform on stage in Miss Texas, the competition actually. So it's really awesome. And she's excited to be on stage because she loves singing and dancing, and they'll be doing a lot of that during Miss Texas week.
I see her being in future pageants. I really do.
She wants to be. That's why
competitions now. I got to behave.
That's why she wanted to do the Lone Star Princess program, though, is because Mallory Fuller, our current Miss Texas, she started off as a Lone Star Princess, and she was in the organization, I think, ever since she was able to. I don't know what the age minimum is, but
5 to start as a Lone Star Princess.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she must have started when she was around 5 or 6, and then she's been working her way up, and now she's Miss Texas. So I think it's a great way for little girls to get involved if they're interested in becoming a queen and a title holder.
I agree 100%. I'm excited. She's going to be there with you, and she's like your little mini me.
Aw, people say that. We're 10 years apart, but they say little Paris.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's how my sister and I, we were 6 years apart, and we got the same thing. And
do y'all like to do the same thing?
Well, we don't look as much alike as we used to, but when we were younger, we did. We looked a lot alike. Like there were some pictures where I didn't know if it was her or me. I had to ask my mom. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we are 6 years apart.
Did y'all grow up doing similar, like, did y'all have similar interests though, or?
Not really. Not so much. I mean, maybe some things like music. We were into a lot of the same music, But other than that, not so much. We're quite different. But we still do like some
What
of
does
the
she
same like,
like?
we're very
Oh,
creative.
sorry.
Both of
What
us are
does she
very
like
creative.
to do? Oh, dang.
Yeah. She likes
I
to
can.
design clothes. She went to school to design clothes, actually, but then she got married
Oh,
and didn't finish. So, and then they had the baby together, but and I had big dreams too. I wanted to be a professional dancer on MTV when I was growing up and
what?
sing. Yes, I did.
Did you started dancing when you were really young, or what kind of dance did you do?
I did hip hop, but I did a lot of it just based off of watching, like, my mom, she would always show me off to her friends, and she would have like, I'd watch the MTV video, and she'd have me show all of her friends the videos, like, all of the dances that I've learned just based off of watching the videos. So, and then when I was
Oh.
older, I got into ballroom dancing, and
Oh, you told me that.
yes,
That's really cool.
it is. Yeah, but I think that's why I got into this, why this has been so awesome for me, because watching you girls grow and watching you girls, like, just be able to come in become these beautiful women that are so well-rounded, so involved in the community, so down to earth, and your beauty is much more than just that your outer appearance, it's the inner appearance too. And I think all of the girls that I have this year are just so educated and so beautiful inside and out. And I mean, you guys have been an inspiration to me. So I think that's why I got into this.
Well, thank you. I mean, you've been an inspiration to us and such an amazing mentor. And that's what I love about this organization is that you develop these connections with these people that you might have never met because I live in McKinney, I live like an hour away from Joshua. And if I didn't know about the Miss Joshua pageant, I wouldn't have been competing. I wouldn't have met you guys. I wouldn't have this awesome radio show. So it's been a great experience. And thank you guys for all the opportunities and everything that you've done for us.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. So let's
Oh,
get to know you a little bit. I'm going to ask you a few questions. All right. So
yeah.
you graduated recently.
Yes, 4 days ago, I believe now. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think I've
I'm
already
so
said that
happy to.
before, but I'm going to say it live.
Thanks. Yes.
You're welcome. So where'd you graduate from?
Texas Tech University, and I just graduated magna cum laude with a BFA in musical theater.
Lovely. Okay. So what are your next plans? Paris, where are you going from here?
That's a great question. Everyone asks me that, but I really think right now my main focus is Miss Texas. I do have a part-time job that I've had for a few months now that I really love. I'm actually an online acting instructor, so I teach Zoom classes and I teach people ages 6 to 30. It's all different ages and we'll be in an online Zoom class together and I'll just teach them acting the basics and then we'll just go from there. So I've been doing that as a way to make money, but definitely Miss Texas is my priority right now since I'm out of school, done studying, done with finals, and it's coming up so soon. It's like a month away now. So
Yes, I know. We're gonna talk about this later, but I want you to come down to Joshua as much as possible. So I
I
got some
need
things.
to,
I got
yes.
some things. Yes, I want you to get out there with me. So, but that's in another conversation. Okay, so do you Miss Texas, like that is huge. So what is your goals in Miss Texas this year? What are you trying? What are some things that you're wanting to accomplish in this year with Miss Texas?
Something that I would love to do was to be in top 10. I just think I would feel really good and I would feel that all the hard work I put into this was being recognized. I know no matter what, I'm going to feel that I worked really hard and I think I'm going to be happy with the things that I take away. But to make top 10 and to compete on finals night would just be an awesome experience. That's always been a goal of mine is to be in top 10. So that's one thing I want to do. Something else I want to do is I want to continue being an advocate for mental health. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to be in the Miss Texas organization this year is because I went through a lot of struggles with my mental health last year and I really felt that I wanted to help other people that were having the same struggles. So I hope that I can reach other people, a lot of young. I would love to win Miss Texas because then I could have the opportunity to go into schools across Texas and share that with students and help them at a young age. And I always say this on the radio show, but I love the talent portion in Miss Texas. I just graduated with a musical theater degree, so musical theater has been my life. But I would love to hopefully walk away with a preliminary talent award. That's a goal of mine as well.
I think you are. I mean, I don't know. I
Aw.
can't speak for everybody, but I am super excited to see yours. I am so excited to see yours.
Thank you.
Like
It
ecstatic.
is so fun. It's fun. I
Yeah.
love doing it. That's what I wanted to do for talent. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed doing, something I was excited about because I've gotten up on stage before in locals and even at a state level when I competed as a teen. And I would sing these songs. I would kind of be scared of them. I'd be like, I hope I hit the high note. Like, I'm just so worried. But with this talent, I'm confident. I think I'm able to do it consistently. So it's going to be exciting for me.
It is. I mean, I know we can't talk about it, but I'm so excited. Oh my god.
Oh, thanks. We can
Like, it's
kind
one
of
of my
talk about it.
favorites for one, and for two, like, you guys, if you're listening, you need to at least watch the Miss Texas, like, because they can watch a video, right? Like, or they can watch it live.
Yeah, we're gonna do a live stream. I believe it's gonna be on Pageants Live, and anybody can pay. I believe it's a small fee for each prelim. They'll give you a one-time code that you can use, and you can watch it. So anyone can see the preliminaries and the final nights. They'll have a code as well.
Yes.
So you guys better watch. It'll be fun. I think it's
Or
always
show up.
so. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be at the Eisman Center in Richardson. And I know the misses will be there from June 19th through the 25th, but I'm assuming the competition days are probably like the 22nd through the 25th, I believe.
I
Because we have
believe
the
so. I think, yeah, the
prelim.
19th, I think it's just us all getting there, getting situated, and getting our bags ready, our dresses, whatever. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna wear for the banquet dinner
You
yet.
have some good outfits though. I've seen your fashion. I mean, you have a lot of options.
I can't wear heels though. I'm so devastated.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, how much longer will it be until you're able to fully be recovered and walk and everything?
I think hopefully by June 1st, I'm gonna see my doctor. Hopefully, I can start putting some weight on it with wearing the boot still. That way, I won't have to be in a scooter or a wheelchair for Miss Texas because I would be devastated. It's like, no,
Oh, I know.
don't do this to
Same.
me.
You're gonna want to like get up and cheer when we're on stage. And
I know.
oh,
I'm like, doctor, how bad would it be if for this 1 week I walked on it with the boot?
oh no. Oh gosh. You
But it'll
definitely need
be
to
all
make
right.
sure
But
that's okay.
yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. I think I'm gonna have to go more like really dressy flat shopping. But I thought about it too with the boot. I could still probably wear a heel at least on that foot. Like, who would know? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. It's at spring meeting. You were still stylish in all your outfits. I loved them.
Thank you. Thank you.
One of
Yeah.
the best dressed directors.
Oh, wait. I don't know. I saw some pretty good ones.
I'd say so. No, I'd say so. I
Well,
think
thank
you
you.
looked great.
Thank you.
I
I know,
actually
and it
have
was
a
hard to
question.
find things that would go over the boot. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. Yeah.
right. It have to be like flowy to
Yes.
fit over it. I wondered, Diana, because we've never really talked about this, about how you got involved in the Miss Burleson Joshua organization, because I know you've been with them for a while now, haven't you?
Well, not necessarily. I started I don't know, I guess you would call me I don't know what you would have called me then, but so last year I was really good friends with I became really good friends with the Miss Teen Joshua's mom and Miss Teen Joshua, Miss Outstanding
Oh,
Teen Joshua. And I started hanging out with them a lot. They started, inviting me to a lot of the events and things because I was an ambassador for Joshua for the chamber. And so she
mhm.
started coming more to more chamber meetings, and then, like, right before Miss Texas and everything, like, they were just acclimating me into it.
They were
And sh
just giving you the scoop.
Yeah, she was showing me the ropes. She wanted me to come to all of her different events, and I went and I was just, helping and sponsoring her just by like being there and showing up to all the different events, and I really enjoyed it. And so the next step was she was working on her talent. They knew that I liked to sing and dance, and she did sing. She was singing, and she had like a little, um oh, what's it, a choreograph. She had a little choreography, not like to dance, but she wanted to move around the stage and be able to really get something going there. And so she invited me to a couple of her, play like she was practicing at the YMCA, and she got me to go to a few of those, and I watched and I would gave her some little critiques and things like that. And uh just basic I was just kind of coaching and helping her, I guess, a little bit. I didn't know too much about the questions or the interview questions and things like that. I really didn't know a whole lot about that at that point in time. They started to really break it down for me once I actually went. They invited me to Miss Texas, and so
Oh,
I
awesome.
went I think I went to and they got me to go to the banquet.
After Miss Texas?
No, before, yeah, well, yeah, I went to the after, and I went to the little breakfast. I went to the breakfast thing. They got me to go to that. So basically, they just got me hooked. And I could not stop. I ended up getting a hotel room for the Miss Texas week. And I ended up staying for the whole week of Miss Texas last year.
Oh my gosh, you're
Just
kidding. What were you doing? Just helping her and
I was
coaching
just
her?
helping her, getting to know people. I was, like, interacting with all of the girls, like, giving them thumbs up or high fives or, saying, "Oh, you did such a great job. I'm so excited for you." And they just loved it that I loved it so much. And then the next thing I know, I'm being asked to be on the board. And then I got asked to take over for director. So, like, it's just
You moved
become
up pretty quick. Oh
I
my
did.
gosh.
I'm like, "Okay. Woo, here we go. I'm going all in, guys, all in."
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's still I'm learning so much still. There's so much on the portal that, is there to help me, to get me to be the best director. I know this year has been I kinda came into it kinda later in the game. I wish I had been able to come into it a little bit sooner, but it's still okay. I'm just working that much harder, it seems, but that's okay. And we're just gonna I hope this year still ends up going really well for you girls, 'cause that would mean so much to me if it still has some kind of good impact, even though it was a little bit later in the game. That's my biggest thing that I hope to take away from coming in so much later. But I really hope that you girls have at least gotten something that was really good from me kinda coming in. That
It
I was
has been
able to help.
Yeah, it's been such a blessing working with you guys. I mean, like I said, us even having the opportunity to have this radio show, I mean, that's an opportunity that I never knew I would have, and an organization has never given me that before. So, little things like that. Also, the Joshua and Burleson communities just have been so supportive and so sweet. I'm so glad that we were able to go out into the community a couple of times. And like you said, I hope to do that some more since school's finally out.
Yes, I
But
know, whenever you're ready, you tell me, let's go. I'd love to
okay,
take you to
yeah.
the boba place. Don't you love boba tea? I thought you said you love boba tea.
I've never had boba tea.
That's right, you haven't had it. Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
I know I
Okay.
think Shayna loves boba tea though.
It's Shayna, it
Probably.
is
I feel like
Shayna,
she would.
it is Shayna, it is
I
Shayna.
guess I forgot to mention something though. I would love to come up this weekend, but I'll be in New York this weekend because we're doing our musical theater showcase. And so when you
Ooh,
graduate, yeah, when you graduate with a BFA in musical theater, most colleges do a New York performance that's a showcase, and we invite agents, managers, casting directors. And so we kind of show them here's what our school has. And if you like any of us, you can sign us. You can cast us. So I'll be in New York to do that. Yes, it'll be on
where did they
Sunday.
sign you? You better tell them. I gotta go to Miss Texas. Diana would be very, very disappointed if I don't.
Oh, no, Miss Texas is first priority. So
Okay,
I'll be
okay.
like, I could do anything after that.
I could do anything after Miss Texas week, okay?
Right. And
And
hopefully
then
I'll
I
be
gotta
Miss
be back
Texas.
to
So
go to the next pageant that we're gonna be having. I'm gonna be having it I'm hoping in September. I'm shooting for the next pageant for this year, for, after Miss Texas, for you girls to recrown the next new girls that are coming on board. I'm hoping to have it in September.
oh wow, that's pretty early, but that's good. You'll get a lot of girls.
Yes, I'm hoping so. I don't know, either
Yeah.
September or October. I mean, I think September would be better, but I'm working on
Right.
it. Yes.
Because we compete in October.
Yes,
This
yes, you did.
Yes. And that was pretty early, I thought, too. I mean, we had a lot of time to kind of what's going on in the nation, and I know some girls got crowns in February or January, so I think that it's always better to be crowned earlier. So September, October would be great.
Yes, I think so too, because it gives them a lot more time to start working on their platform, because you have a
Mhm.
platform and your platform is for mental health. Is that
Right.
right?
Yes, mindful of
Yes.
mental health.
Yes. Okay,
Mhm.
I thought so. I was like, "Wait, did I do that wrong?"
Yeah.
We were just talking about it
No,
too.
no, yeah.
Okay.
You're totally right.
And so
I wondered
oh,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, are y'all doing a Miss Johnson County? Have y'all figured that out yet? I just wondered because I think that would be so cool.
I really want to, and I'm pretty sure I've got the approval for it because I do think it will open it up to a lot more of the Johnson County community. Because if we're just to have Burleson and Joshua, I feel like that's kind of unfair for us not to have like the Cleburne and there's Godly and there's Alvarado and there's
Mhm.
um, Grandview. There's so many more, family cities that are surrounding us that are in Johnson County, and I feel that that would open it up for a lot more girls and maybe get some, because I love having you girls on here. Absolutely. I just know it's been a struggle for you ladies because not being actually local. So I know that
Yeah.
that has been a little bit of a challenge for you ladies,
Mhm. Definitely.
but it still worked. I mean, we still make it work. So
Right.
I, you
We
know, I
committed.
yes, and that's what's important is just being committed. If you're gonna do this, you gotta be committed to it. If you're in a different place, you gotta be willing to travel and come and be here, and so
Mhm.
that's why I'm
Exactly.
excited to start school.
It definitely has to be something that you want to do because I've seen sometimes we've had in the past when I've competed as a teen and stuff, we've had some title holders that maybe weren't fully in it. So you don't want it to seem like a job, right? I mean,
Right.
being Miss Texas will be a job, but I think that would be the most rewarding job. And being Miss Joshua has been such a rewarding job so far too, because the smiles on the little girls' faces that you see when you make appearances, and the differences that you can make in somebody's life, or just the difference you can make in their day just by wearing a crown and a sash and being nice and talking to people. It's unlike anything else. So it's definitely something that you have to want to do and your heart has to be fully in it. But I
Yeah.
think everyone that I've met have it's obvious that they really are in the organization, in it to help, in it to spread awareness of their social impact initiative. And I just think that's what's amazing about all the ladies that are competing. And even for the directors, like you're so in it. You have to be in it. And you've been working away, like you've been developing all these connections for us, getting these sponsors. So it's
Yes.
just
And I'd like to get more. I'd like to have some more in the community that are willing to do what I've been calling a dime to donate. A dime to donate is where you pick a day at one of the local restaurants or anything around here, and we ask them if they can have one day where you ladies go. You have your in your tiara, you're in your sash. All think of all the little girls that are going to be there that are just going to love that, right?
oh,
And so I've
mhm.
got it for set up for Dairy Queen, which is exciting. And so, yes. So now I'm just waiting to get some more other restaurants on board so we can have a dime donate, but you just be there greeting. I mean, you can go and follow them, maybe sit with like help the oh gosh, what is she called? Or he, the ones that sit you to their table. Uh
Oh, the hostess or
Yeah, the
waiters
hostess.
or
Yeah, you maybe could go with the hostess and, kinda greet them and have them set them at their table. So, I'm really working on this because any of the day that we announce that, the day that we do that, I would blast it all over social media so that more people are aware of that whatever they purchase at that particular restaurant or that fast food restaurant, that 10% of it would go towards y'all scholarship.
oh wow.
Yeah,
That would
I
be
mean, that's
awesome.
huge, and
Yeah, that is.
I wanna make that happen as much as possible within the next couple of weeks that we have left. Working on
So
it.
any business owners listening, any
Yes,
local business
please, I need your help.
owners.
Call me, Diana Roberts.
Yeah, we would be happy
Find
to
me on
do it too.
Google.
I think
What was
it would be
that?
great. I said we it would just be we would be happy to do it too. Like you said, interaction with other people is such a big part of this job, and I think that's the most rewarding part, is just being able to talk to people and hear their stories and share your story. So if
I do
any
have
businesses want us to come out, we'll do it.
yes. Oh, and for you, I have something coming up for you. Hopefully, we can get it scheduled and get it taken care of pretty soon. Because now that you're out of school, I think we can make this work. I would love for you to sing the national anthem for yes, I'll tell you what for, but I'm gonna blast that all over too. So be anybody that's listening, if you'd love to hear this beautiful girl sing, because she or
Oh.
woman, sorry, young lady, woman, if
Oh.
you want to hear her sing. I'm sorry, you're for me, like you're so young. I feel so old, but it's okay. I'm not that old, but yeah, I would love to hear, and I'm gonna blast it all over, but you would love to hear her sing. She has a beautiful, beautiful voice. And so we're setting that up too soon.
That's so
You
exciting. Oh my
excited? I know.
gosh.
I'm so glad I got to
I
tell you on this. Like, this is awesome. I haven't told her
I
yet.
would love to do that. I love singing the national. I actually sang the national anthem this past semester at a lot of Texas Tech baseball games. So that was really cool because I got to go out in front of all the student section, and we have a really good baseball team, so those games will be packed sometimes. But
Yeah.
it was so fun. I love doing that. So thank you.
All right. Yes. And so yeah, I'm going to tell you more about that later because we still got to work out all the rest of the details, but it is in the works. So just know you will be singing the national anthem soon
Woo! Yay. Oh my gosh.
for a
That's so
particular
exciting.
game.
I gotta warm up.
Yeah.
I'll
Warm
be
up. Get warmed
yeah.
up, girl, because it's coming. It's
I'll be
coming.
practicing.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Good. And man, it's gonna be so we are gonna be we've got a few more. I've got like a second and 20 seconds or 19. Anyway,
Oh.
it's counting down. But we are going to be at the Burleson market on the 28th. So we're going to have a table, a little booth there. Please come by. We are looking for donations for a couple of different things. We also are going to have information about Lone Star Princesses. So if you have any young ladies from the age of 5 to 12, we would love for you to grab one of those. And if you are interested and can be at the Miss Texas, we could probably still get you there this year. So please come by our table in our booth and come meet these beautiful ladies that are going to be our Miss Burleson, Miss Joshua, representing us for our Miss Texas this year competition from the June 19th to the 25th.
Exactly. Yes. Little girls, come be a Lone Star Princess. We'd love to walk around with you guys, talk
Yes.
to you guys. I know Shayna even said she would be happy to go to their schools, and I would too. Any Lone Star Princesses that
Yes.
would like the Miss Joshua or Miss Burleson to come and talk at their school, that would be so fun.
Yeah, and they can still do it up until we do the recrowning. So all right. Well, it looks like we're about to have to go to our next 30 minute. I am going to leave you, Paris, for the rest of the show, but you have somebody else. So bye,
Yes.
guys. We'll be back.
you,
Stay tuned.
Bye.
Stay tuned. Bye.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and we'd be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
It's a girl thing. Try to understand. It's not a me thing. No different than my friends. I get what I want. And I want it back.
Hello, everyone. We're back on the air.
It's a girl thing.
Woo. Hi, everyone. Just a quick announcement. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store, check out our lineup, and more on jococommunityradio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Reach out to your Texas sales rep, Nona Reed, at 844-TEXHAIL, 844-839-4245. Hello, everybody. We are back with Beyond the Crown, and I am Paris Dupre, Miss Joshua. And I have here with me a very special guest. I know I've mentioned him before on the show because he means so much to me. He's my best friend. Also, one of my pageant mentors because he is all about Miss Texas. And I'm so glad he is because he's been so helpful. And we have with us here Jake Simmerman. Hi.
Hi, Paris.
Senator Jake Simmerman, right?
Yes, thank you.
He is a senator at Texas Tech University, and that's why I'm calling him Senator Zimmerman.
Yes.
Kind of has a nice ring to it.
It has a nice ring to it.
But I'm so happy to have you. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Thank you. So, Jake, I wanted to start off with Miss Texas since that's why we're here.
Since we're here, right?
Yes. And I know that you have been involved. If you want to tell everyone how you kind of started becoming involved in Miss Texas, how you kind of got introduced to it.
Right. So actually, my sister used to do it. She was in the Miss Texas Outstanding Teen program. So, I know that she's gained tons of life experiences from that, from like the interviewing skills, to going out into the community and with the community service and serving the the prospective city that she was representing. It's a great opportunity for girls and young women to be in.
Yeah, and I wanted you to kind of touch on a little bit of what you've seen Gwyneth gain from the organization. That's his sister. She competed how many years as a teen? 3 or 2?
Two, yeah.
There was a COVID year that kind of messed things up. So it's kind of hard because they had to cancel the pageant. But we came back. We're stronger than ever now. But yeah, so she was in it for about 3 years. And I know that through her platform with the organization, she is now an ambassador for Stand for Kind, right?
Yes. Yeah. So she was actually able to go out. She used her platform that she was using and got reached out to by a national organization called Stand for Kind.
Wow.
And so now she's actually a national ambassador for them, where she goes into schools and talks about suicide prevention and bullying. So I think that's the great thing is that these young girls and women are able to create these social impact initiatives that really hit home to them, and that they're able to share their stories to a bunch of little girls in schools and hospitals and all that stuff.
And she's still doing that even though she's not in the organization anymore, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, she just loves spreading kindness.
And that's something she took away though, and even though
Right.
she's not competing anymore, like she's doing that. And I thought you were ambassador. Are you not an ambassador yet for Stand for Kind?
Yeah, so I work with them too on
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, so going to schools and all that good stuff with them.
Wow.
They have we go to retreats in Utah. That's because that's where they're based out of, and get to learn the training, CPR, suicide prevention certified, all that
wow.
stuff. So yeah.
That is so.
I know.
I want to do that.
I
Dang,
know,
since
right?
Mental health is
Mental
my
health.
platform. That sounds awesome. So you obviously can't compete because
I
you're a
can't
man.
compete. I wish there was a Mr. Texas.
Oh, you would win in a heartbeat.
I would hope. No.
But since your sister competed, now you have these connections. So,
Right, kind of, yeah. So basically, you know, Miss Texas, you know, is such a great opportunity to foster relationships with different people and network. And even through my sister, you know, I actually had coffee the other day with another title holder, Avery Bishop, Miss
yeah.
Carrollton, and you know, because I want to go to law school. So I was able to meet with her. She is so sweet. She gave me a tour of the law school and all that stuff, and we got to talk about that. So it's like building those connections within the Miss Texas organization, which is just another thing that's so great about it.
Yeah, and like you said, Avery Bishop, Miss Carrollton, I think some of you guys listening might know she's kind of a celebrity in a way. I mean,
she's like the TikTok law queen, they
Yeah.
call her.
and she kind of got famous on TikTok because I believe, well, she's representing Asian women in law, and I know that there's
Yeah.
not a lot of representation for women in general, but not
Mhm.
Asian women.
Yeah.
So she kind of has this TikTok personality. And how did you even get connected with her?
That's what I'm saying. So, like, again, another thing is actually her director we're really close friends with. So she was like, oh my gosh, you need to meet Avery, like, you know, because she knew that I wanted to go into law and was looking at different law schools like SMU. So Avery is so sweet. I reached out to her on Instagram DM, and she's like, of course, here's my number, like we can go get coffee and all that. So yeah, she was just so sweet, like giving me advice, you know, of when I should start studying for the LSTAT, which is a test you need to take to get into law school, you know, all the different things that I need to be successful for that application process. So yeah,
Wow.
I know.
So Miss Texas.
Miss Texas,
Great.
right? It's giving you everything you need and
These
more.
connections. Hopefully you'll get in law school with
I know.
a recommendation from her.
Right? Dang,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Well, since we are talking about, we've kind of covered, you were a senator at Texas Tech. I wanted you
Yeah.
to talk some more about that and tell us what that's all about for anyone listening. Does every college university have senators? Do you know?
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know at least like here in Texas, because you know, we're in the Big 12 for Texas Tech. So I know that they have a student government association with like respective colleges, you know, their senators and stuff like that. So that has been really fun. So basically my journey for Student Government Association, I started when I was a freshman in their first year council, and I didn't really know what it was about yet. I was actually like going to school to be a dentist.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I was biology on the pre-dental track, totally far from anything
Political.
political
yeah.
related. But then I got into student government and the organization that they offered, and I just saw, you know, the change and impact that they make on campus with the pieces of legislation that they put through the student senate. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. You know, I think that I was able to see the effective change, and I just, you know, knew that I feel like it was like maybe chemistry wasn't for me, you know. Maybe I was like, maybe let's go and see, because it interests me, like, you know, to be able to help people and help my fellow students, like represent them and their voice.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then from that, I know you recently changed your major. Did that have
Yes.
that played a part in it?
Yeah, it honestly did, because then the second semester I ran for senator, and I was the only freshman senator who won
Yes!
at large. I know, right?
That's amazing.
Thank you. And so through that, I learned, I was like, okay, yeah, maybe biology, dentistry is not for me. So I was looking at, you know, my mom has always said that I am, you know, very argumentative. But but like everyone always was like, even you and your family, like everyone's like, you would be a great lawyer, like you would be able to do that, because like, you know, I have a background in theater too, you know, doing all of that good stuff. We actually met, if y'all didn't know, we met through a musical, Annie Jr. in middle school. So
Yes, and that friendship has lasted until, how many years has it been? 8?
going on 8.
That's so crazy.
Right? But yeah, I don't know. So I actually, my major right now is finance, and I'm minoring in political science on the pre-law track. So I still like numbers and still doing that. So I'm not like fully, you know, all just a political science major, but, you know, I'm still doing stuff I enjoy while also looking at law school and stuff like that.
And then I know that we currently have a title holder that's competing for Miss Texas that was involved in student government. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you know her?
Yeah. So Nicole Wingard, she I'm pretty sure she's Miss Westlake.
Miss Westlake.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she was a senator too, and then she was the director of first year engagement, which she was a really big mentor to me, in student government and showing me the ropes of that. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's a great way where you like can learn like leadership skills and public speaking when you go up and present your pieces, and again making those connections where you're talking to professors and deans of colleges. I actually got reelected as a senator just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But for our business college. So then now I'm actually working closely with our dean of the Rawls College of Business at Texas Tech. So we look at issues that are pertaining only to, business students and looking at what we can fix for them.
Dang, I'm involved because
I know.
I'm 2 years older than him, so I never really even knew about it. And then he came to Texas Tech, and his freshman year he was a senator, and that's when I finally learned about it. But I was already a junior, so I was like, ugh, I guess I can't do it. I guess I wish I would have done it because I think that helps, and that kind of goes along with Miss Texas. The interviewing skills, putting yourself out there,
Right.
being a strong representative of something that you believe in, and that's why I think it's so smart that Miss Westlake, Nicole Wingard, was involved in it for so long. I think that's awesome, and then that's another connection that you've kind of made with Miss Texas.
Like it's just it all connects. I know. I had an interview with her actually for SGA for this position that I got. Because I was the advisor of one of the first year programs, and she was the person doing it, and I was like, I think that you might be doing Miss Texas, and my sister used to do it, my best friend, and she's like, oh my gosh, what? So it was like kind of a crazy full circle thing where like you always can meet people and make those connections anywhere, even at Texas Tech and a student government organization.
Gosh, and I keep going back to Miss Texas, right? Because that's kind of what we're here for,
right?
And
aren't we all?
like, aren't we all here for Miss Texas? But I've developed a relationship with Nicole now through you. It just all goes together, and she's been helpful to me. This is my first year competing as a Miss, and this is her second. So we've had lunch before, we've chatted before. I know you meet up with her regularly, I think.
Yeah.
And it's all great. We're all connected. Miss Texas is amazing. Texas Tech student government is amazing. If any of you people listening are thinking about going to Texas Tech, that's something to definitely look into.
I think, it has great, like, if you want to go to college, I think I'll always rec them. Like, I think that Texas Tech offers so many even different organizations that, you can be involved in. Again, like I'm in actually President Select too, where.
Oh, tell us about that. Yes, tell us.
So
that's
like
amazing.
President Select, you're actually ambassadors for the school. So you could be helping in our president's office and the provost's office, helping with any needs for game days, helping in the president's suite, or also giving tours. I'm a tour guide now for Texas Tech. So I think that's really cool. And that's just another way that you can get really involved and make connections, especially in Lubbock. It's been awesome to, do that. Now I feel like I'm real knowledgeable about all the facts of Texas Tech.
I know, he was telling me like the beginning of his tours, and you were saying all these facts, and I was like, I've gone here for 4 years. I did not know any of this. Like the year that the name changed, it used to be Techno.
In 1969, they changed the name. Governor Patney changed the name to Texas Tech from Texas Technological College. So
that was a big change.
Gosh,
that's kind of a tongue twister. Texas Technological College.
I love that tongue twister.
Thank God they changed it. I think that's good. But what year is that?
1969.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right?
Good for you.
They opened their doors in 1925.
Oh, wow.
Right? Just a little trivia for you.
And I wanted to mention this too about President Select, because I think it's a really big deal that you got accepted into it. That you get a letter of recommendation from the president of the school.
Yes.
Now, right?
Yes. So that's one of, I guess, the perks of, helping, and him and his office and, all that stuff, being able to get a letter of recommendation. So I will be very grateful for that when I graduate and, apply to those law schools. But so I think that's just, something that's been, what I've been doing. So far, I just finished my sophomore year, so.
And you've done a lot.
Thank you.
Made a lot of changes.
I think it's cool, like, because even I've seen where I've been able to make like a piece of legislation about like implementing surveys at the end of the semester. And I got to see that come to fruition by like them sending it out and getting student feedback on what Texas Tech needs to improve on. So just seeing, an idea turn to a piece of legislation, then come to life. It's cool to see that change right before your eyes.
I love that the students have a say in this because through you now, I was talking through another senator, and I'm hearing that Texas Tech is expecting a big grant. And what I love to hear, being someone that's an advocate for mental health, is that they're hoping to use a big portion of that money to help the Texas Tech Counseling and Wellness Center,
Yes, yeah.
and hopefully expanding the amount of therapy sessions that students are offered, because Texas Tech does do a great job of offering students. We have 10 free therapy sessions a semester, I believe, right?
I think so. I think, yeah.
And they're hoping to hire more therapists, more counselors, and expand the number of therapy sessions that students can have per semester, because I think that is really an important thing. Some students may feel that 10 is not enough for them, and they may want to come in more regularly and talk with somebody, because I know last year when I was going through a rough time, I would definitely probably want to have more than 10 therapists, psychiatrists, whoever it may be.
And
so
and I think also the problem that I know Texas Tech ran into was being able, I think mental health is really rising, especially in college students. I think that's where I see the most mental health issues at, but being able to provide and support all these students. I know it's been backed up for a few months at a time, trying to get everyone in.
Oh, wow.
So being able to make sure that these students get the resources they need.
So there's a wait list, you're saying?
Yeah, so there's been
no.
people that haven't been able to get in, or maybe only get a couple instead of all the amount that they need. So I think that grant will be very helpful for those students, dealing with mental health.
I'm really hoping that will go towards that. And honestly, I would love to be a part of that in any way that I can, since my platform is mindful of mental health. I don't know how. I wish I would have known about all this when I was still a student, because now that I'm graduating, I'm hearing about all of this. But in any way that you guys may need me, I would love to assist and definitely talk to you more and people that are senators more about this grant and about mental health at the university level.
Yeah, because I think, talking to student representatives and just other people at universities, with that, making sure that mental health is a top priority for students. I know in pieces of legislation, hopefully that I will write, this year, mental health is one of my top priorities.
Thank you. Honestly, that's really good to
hear. Because I know that a lot of students struggle with it. I've struggled with it myself. So I know that this is very important, and that we need to be cognizant of people with mental health, and, looking at those warning signs too of suicide and those disorders.
Yeah, so since we're already kind of talking about that, I know that you said that you wanted to go over my social impact initiative a little bit, because I know you're interested in that. And that's what I'll be talking about a lot in the interview at Miss Texas, because that is something I'm very passionate about, something that I want to implement into schools across Texas and hopefully across America. If I could go on to Miss America.
Right? That'd be awesome, right?
But it's really amazing. This topic, I think, is not talked about enough. About 1 in 4 adults suffer from a diagnosable mental health disorder in a given year. So this is kind of a taboo topic, but it really shouldn't be, because more people than you would know suffer with a mental health disorder.
I think that luckily I feel like I've seen our generation, bring this to the forefront and see that this is an actual problem that many people deal with, not even just, our age, but all ages. So I think, that's very important that, we're able to address the issue head on.
Right. And I think that an important part of that too is talking to children at a young age about it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I even with, back to my sister and I, the program, Stand for Kind, they have is, going into schools and teaching kids the warning signs about suicide and, anti-bullying prevention, where, we can see early on that, bullying isn't okay, that, you have to be aware of people's mental health. And, that's something that's really important, I think, to teach and instill in children at a young age.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I also think we should let young children know, and adults, anybody at any age, know that there are resources available for you. Because I know I've talked about this a little bit on the show, I believe, but when I was really struggling, I didn't even know that Texas Tech had a suicide hotline.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I really wish that I had that resource because unfortunately there were times that I had to call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline and I didn't want to because,
Right.
you know, maybe I was embarrassed. I think that that really would have changed things for me. So I really want to get into these schools. I want to let these kids know that there are so many resources available that you should go and talk to a counselor at your school, go and tell a teacher because people want to be there to help you. And I know you were a really big part of helping me through my mental health crisis, I would say. And I was scared to tell you. I think it kind of took a while for me to come out and tell my family and friends about it because I felt almost embarrassed. Like, I have to be this light. I think people kind of look at me sometimes as a positive person because I try to be that.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to.
I think exactly that, just like that, your platform, you know, you're able to go into these schools and show students that it's okay. It's not embarrassing. It's not bad. It's not, you know what I mean? You can still be a positive person. You can still be a role model, but also deal with these issues because everyone has, you know, mental health issues at some point. So I think that's very important to show that you can still be a role model. You can still be, you know, a Miss Texas and, you know, I know, right? And have, and go through things just like everyone else. Everyone's human. And that's, you know, something that I know it's taboo, but hopefully it gets talked about even more.
I love that. I totally agree with everything that you said. And you're so right. Hearing people share their stories, people you would never imagine that have gone through struggles with their mental health. I mean, it makes you feel like you're not alone.
Exactly.
And you feel that you're able to reach out and that your story could make a difference because I would certainly hope that my story can make a difference in somebody's life, whoever it may be. That's why I want to get into schools. That's why I want to share my story of mental health on the Miss Texas stage.
Exactly.
So one more thing I was going to say that's very surprising is 1 in 6 youth in America ages 6 to 17 experience a mental health disorder. And if it's not being talked about enough, they may not realize it and they may not know what to do. So thank you for bringing all that up.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I think it's great, you know, with your platform, you're able, you know, hopefully to create like a program where you can go into these schools and talk about, you know, the taboo topic of mental health, but be able to bring awareness and show that it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I know that something I also talked about doing in the schools with my platform is taking my talent in there.
Right.
Because I know for me, especially musical theater and singing has been an amazing outlet for me. If I'm ever upset, if I'm ever worried or anxious, I honestly find myself in the car, like putting on karaoke of songs and just, I think you probably heard like
just driving around singing, and it's very therapeutic.
I
think it is too. I do that all
you
the time.
do too? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, for me it's music, and I want to kind of go into schools and share that and share my voice literally by singing for others. And I think that'll help them know too that there are outlets for you to feel better. There are ways for you to take that anxious worry that you have and put it somewhere good. And I know using my voice, it's made me such a we have a link right here for suicide prevention lifeline, and I think you guys should check that out if you guys are watching right now. But anyway, yes, I love singing, I love musical theater. That's kind of what I was getting at. And I wanted to talk to you real quick. I know we have a few minutes left. You're kind of a superstar from McKinney Boyd High School because you were always so involved in the musicals, the lead in Chicago.
No, you.
No. I do love it, and I know you love it too. But how do you feel that musical theater has changed your life? I know you kind of talked about it with your senator. Being a senator, you feel more comfortable talking to people.
I think that, I mean, we both kind of started at a young age. You know, I started, my first musical was in 5th grade, a High School Musical. I was Ryan, but when we even met, I think that musical theater really helps like develop you as a person. You're exactly like you said, you're able to be comfortable speaking to people, public speaking, you know, being able to even just sing on a stage in front of people is crazy. You know, I know a lot of people that are like, that's not my
gig.
Thing. Yeah, that's not my gig. But I think that it teaches you, you know, how to public speak. It teaches you well, it gives you the confidence, that you need when you are going out on the job like Miss Texas and doing things in your everyday life, just interacting with people.
Totally agree with you. I think that that's one of the only ways I'm able to now go on stage and even answer an onstage question, because that kind of scares me.
Mhm.
But because of that musical theater training that I've had, I think it's so important for you young people listening out here that, go to school to find something you're really passionate about, because those passions can affect every aspect of your life. And I truly believe musical theater has changed my life, and I think it has changed yours too.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's something I kind of wanted to touch on a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we have a few minutes
You
left.
do?
So,
Okay. Well, I actually wanted to bring up, because I heard right before, you're going to New York?
oh my gosh, thank you for bringing that up.
I
And
think
that-
that's so exciting. I think
and-
that's so exciting.
Thank you.
I just went to New York a couple months
yes.
with your sister. We went on a spring break trip, and it was so fun. We got to see Aladdin, and I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Broadway musical?
Oh, that's a hard one.
It's a
because
hard-
there's
yeah,
so many
right?
good ones. I want to touch on this real quick though. We have up
Oh.
here a link, National Suicide Prevention Lifeline Hours. They're 24 hours and available in English, Spanish, and learn more by going and dialing 800-273-8255. I just important since we were just talking about that.
Right.
But Broadway shows. I don't know if you guys listening have seen Wicked. It's one of the most
Mhm.
famous one, I believe, now, because it's been running for so long. That's my favorite because it's one of the first I've ever seen. And it has a really inspiring message, defying gravity. You can do anything that you set your mind to, your heart to.
Right.
And yeah, that's my favorite. What about you?
Oh my gosh, I think Chicago. I think Chicago is just a classic, so I'd have to go with that one for sure.
Oh, because you were
I was Amos in it.
Amos.
I was in Amos for high school, so yeah.
That's a good one. And you saw Aladdin, I know. How was that?
It was spectacular. Any Disney, musical has been awesome to see on Broadway, so I think it was really cool.
I bet it was. Well, touching real quick, so I don't know how much time left, but going to New York, we'll talk about it next time. I'll tell you all about it. Thank you guys so much. This is Beyond the Crown. I'm Paris Dupre, Miss Joshua, and this is Jacob Edward Zimmerman, Senator from Texas Tech University. Thank you so much, you guys.
Bye.
Have a great day.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JOCO Community Radio.